Welcome to the best thing since the best thing since sliced bread, and welcome to PTV. I am your host with the most, hot like butter toast, British as a roast P to the Y to the R to the O. It is your boy Pyro. I'm joined today live on the couch by plug-in Dave. Say hello, Dave.
Hello to Dave.
It's Musical Mondays, episode 20.
Yes, it is. I have a question.
Fire away.
What was the best thing since sliced bread?
I don't know. But that's saying, isn't it? Oh, mate, it's the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, I know. It's just I've been wondering what it is that you consider the best thing since sliced bread.
You'll have to take that up with the man who made up the expression "best thing since sliced bread." But this is the best thing since the best thing since sliced bread.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
It's Musical Mondays, and you know what that means.
It means that it is a Monday.
Yes.
And you must have your listening devices at the ready.
That helps.
As we are about to be listening to some music.
Yeah, pretty much. We're going to talk about music. We're going to talk about life, and then we're going to shut the fuck up and listen to some music, and then we'll discuss it. Dave, you've been here before, so we can get the getting to know you gubbins out of the way. We've been there and done it. Playlists up there somewhere. Watch the episode. We listen to stuff. You listen to Kid Rock. He's everywhere.
He is everywhere, and he wants to yodel in your valley.
He does want to yodel in your valley. Yeah, we had some schedule lineups, and people dropped out, and I brought Dave back, and I thought I'd reward Dave's vigilance for making it through Kid Rock by letting him listen to something a bit better. It's mashup month.
So I am listening to literally anything other than Kid Rock. It's good to know.
Yep, I can guarantee zero Kid Rock today.
Okay.
It's mashup month. So this month we are going to be muddling our way through some of my favorite mashup albums, bookmarked by Jay-Z. We'll have some, in place of one hit wonders of the week, we'll have a mashup of the week. Actually, let's kick off with that.
The way you phrased that made it seem as if Jay-Z was like involved administratively in compiling a playlist for you. I just had Jay-Z bookmarked tracks for me.
Not bookmarked, bookend, as in at either end of the month, we have a Jay-Z album.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Anyway.
May I continue?
I suppose.
Oh, cool. We have a mashup of the week. You suggested this track. Tell the people what we're going to put in our ears.
Well, simply because this is probably the most recent mashup I've heard, and it is fucking dope. It's like this is a great use of combining two songs together.
Okay.
So I'll give you a little bit of a story, a little bit of backstory. This is a new song by a singer called Olivia Rodrigo. I can't remember. It's called "Good for You." I heard it on the radio in my friend's car, and was just like, "What the hell have they done to that Paramore song?
Okay,
this doesn't even sound like Paramore." And that's because it's Olivia Rodrigo's "Good for You," which sounds almost like melodically identical to Paramore, especially in the chorus.
Which Paramore song?
"Misery Business." Like they're probably their most famous song.
So this is a mashup of those two things.
And basically the reason I brought this up. Just simply because, firstly, it's mashup month.
It is mashup month.
And secondly, the way this is put together is brilliant. It's just the original Paramore song seems to tell a story of a girl like singing about how she stole a guy from this other girl who was like a mean girl in school, and the video presented it that way. This one, the singer, the person who the story is coming from, seems to tell the story of the opposite side of the same thing. So the way this song is put together, it feels like they've met in the bathrooms and they're fucking hashing it out with each other about this breakup that's happened. And it's like showing you both sides of the story almost.
Colour me intrigued.
So yeah, it's Olivia Rodrigo and Paramore with "Good for Your Misery Business."
Good for your misery business. All right, well, without any further ado, let's get into that in 3, in 2, and 1. I'll press play.
So that's Olivia Rodrigo. For those who don't know.
Remember when you said that you wanted to give me the world? I waited 8 months, she finally set him free. I told him I couldn't lie, he was the only one for me. 2 weeks and we caught on fire. Just get it out for me. Be a better man for your brand new girl.
It's so well put together.
Taking chances, they don't ever matter. People never change. Once a whore, you're nothing more. I'm sorry, that'll never change. Well, good for you, you look happy, healthy, not me. If you want the character eyes, well, it was never my intention to brag. Just steal it all away from you now. Fast, fast, money, don't step the night. Crying on the floor of my bedroom. You're so unaffected, I really don't
breakdown, they combine the breakdown
I just feel so
good.
Apathy's like a wounded soul. Maybe I'm too emotional. Maybe you never cared.
A little bit of a Regina Spektor element to her voice as well. Like,
Your apathy is like a wounded soul.
I'm expecting like Orange is the New Black to start.
Maybe you never cared. Well, good for you, you look happy and healthy, not me. If you love me, character eyes. Good for you, you don't break nothing without me, baby. Thought I would feel like you that. Well, it was never my intention to break. Just steal it all away from you now. Last fall, body don't spend the night crying on the floor of my bedroom. You're so unaffected, I really don't care. This kind just feels so good for you.
the vocal
It
performance.
just feels so good for you.
Whoever put that together, does it say? It probably says it's probably by the person who uploaded it. Oh well, it's already moved on, hasn't it?
Adam Music.
Music.
Well
Yeah.
done, Adam and your music. Get rid
Just
of this advert.
Brilliant choice of songs.
That is cool. I dig that. And I always appreciate it when someone brings something new to my ears. Then my ears enjoyed that.
Yeah,
I'm going to hopefully bring something new to your ears that won't yodel in you, Ali. Because
But it might wipe dirt off my shoulder.
it might wipe some dirt off your shoulder. We're on a collision course to hear something awesome. It's Jay-Z and Linkin Park's mashup EP, Collision Course. What can I tell you about this EP? I can tell you that it is a collaboration of American rapper Jay-Z and American band Linkin Park. No shit. Came out in November of 2004, so kind of end of my college days. And yeah, they kind of take each of some of their best hits and jam them together in a blender and make something awesome.
Yeah.
So
I can see it was inspired by the Grey album as well.
it was inspired by the Grey album, which is the other bookend at the end of Matchup Month.
Nice.
I am going to sit and catch up with my lovely co-host Stephanie and listen to that in a few weeks. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's start by brushing some dirt off our shoulders whilst lying to you. Are you ready, sir?
Wait a sec. I'm ready.
Perfect. Well, then, with no further ado, count us in from 3 when you're ready.
3,
There we go.
2, 1.
Press
I
play.
ordered a frappuccino. Where's my fucking frappuccino? All right, let's do this.
When I pretend everything is what I want it to be, I look exactly like what you had always wanted to see. When I pretend I can forget about the criminal I am, stealing second after second just cause I know I can. But I can't pretend this is the way it'll stay. I'm just I can't pretend I'm who you want me to be, so I'm if you feeling like a pimp, nigga, go on, brush your shoulders off. Ladies is pimps too, go on, brush your shoulders off. Niggas is crazy, baby, don't forget that boy told you get that dirt off your shoulders. I probably owe it to y'all, probably be locked by the force, trying to hustle some things that go with the Porsche. Feeling no remorse, feeling like my hand was forced. Middle finger to the law, nigga, gripping my balls. Said the ladies, they love me, from the bleachers, they screaming. All the ballers is bouncing, they like the way I be leaning. All the rappers be hating, off the track that I'm making. But all the hustlers, they love it just to see one of us making. Came from the bottom to the top of the pops. Nigga learned from Japan and I'm straight up the block. Like a running back, get it man, I'm straight up the block. I can run it back, nigga, cause I'm straight with the rock. If you feeling like a pimp, nigga, go on, brush your shoulders off. Ladies is pimps too, go on, brush your shoulders off. Niggas is crazy, baby, don't forget that boy told you get that.
That's the official dance. Did you know that? It was actually Jay-Z that recommended that dance.
Hey, how about we do this one, guys? How about we do this one?
That's the closest I can get to Jay-Z.
Oh, I'm Jay-Z.
shoulder. Your homie holding position in the
This is
kitchen
my
with soda.
non-offensive
I
Jay-Z
just whipped up
voice.
a watch, trying to get me a rover, trying to stretch out the coca like a wrestler. Yes sir, keep the
got
heck of the
99
close. You know
problems.
the smokers of Tesha, but like 52 cards went out. I'm through dealing now. 52 cards come out. Now you feel them now. 52 cards roll out. Remove ceiling in case 52 bras come out. Now yeah, I remember what they taught to me. Remember condescending, taught them who I ought to be. Remember listening to all of that and this again. So I pretended up a person who was fitting in. And now you think this person really is me, and I'm trying to bend the truth. But the more I push, the more I'm pulling away, cause I'm lying my way from you. No turning back now. I wanna be pushed aside, so let me go. No turning back now. Let me take back my life. I'd rather be all alone. No turning back now. Anywhere on my own, cause I can say no turning back now. The very worst part of you. The very worst part of you. Yes. This isn't what I wanted to be. I never thought that what I said would have you running from me like this. This isn't what I wanted to be. I never thought that what I said would have you running from me like this. This isn't what I wanted to be. I never thought that what I said would have you running from me like this. This isn't what I wanted to be. I never thought that what I said would have you running from me like this. No turning back now. I wanna be pushed aside, so let me go. No turning back now. Let me take back my life. I'd rather be all alone. No turning back now. Anywhere on my own, cause I can say no turning back now. The very worst part of you. The very worst part of you. It's me, bitch.
So there you have
Nice.
it. Dirt off your shoulder, lying from you.
That's good. I remembered the. Oh, there's an advert.
I
there.
pay no attention.
I
to that,
remembered the chorus of the Linkin Park side, but I couldn't quite remember how the original sounded.
but- Mhm.
But it sounds like they've taken like not just the vocals, they've taken like the beat from Jay-Z or
They've
something
taken the beats
as well.
from both, and what I appreciate about
They've
this,
like rewritten it completely
They've-
from scratch, or
they've re-recorded it because you can hear Jay-Z hyping up and pairing up with Mike Shinoda on their bars as well in the chorus.
yeah.
And so I appreciate that it's not just a mashup and they've glued stuff together.
Yeah.
They've reproduced this album.
Yeah, that's really cool. You could definitely hear, like, I was trying to think like which one was the backing track, and it sounded like there's elements
It's
of both.
elements of both. So you open up with the which is Jay-Z, and then you get into the rocky Linkin Park. But coming off different versions of the album, I've had 30 new seconds of sound in my ear because the version of the album I have starts about 30 seconds in off
So that bit with
feeling like a pimp, man, go on, brush your shoulders off. So the whole get me a fucking cappuccino. I was like, what? Where'd that come from?
Yeah, that did sound like something that was on neither of the albums before. Although it would amuse me if that had been on a former Jay-Z album before, just Chester just going, give me a fucking cappuccino, just before they even knew they were going to work together.
He just burst into the studio not knowing where he is.
He was going to use it on him as dirt, but then he realized it wasn't anything. So he just put it at the start of the album when they worked together.
But yeah, how are you feeling after your first?
It sounds good. The only thing I'm worried about is because I actually like what I'm hearing, I may have less to say.
Well, you can say
Like-
positive things.
I can nod my head and go, that's pretty good.
I'm
But
sure,
then I feel like I'm adding nothing to the conversation.
I'm sure you can find nice things to say.
I'll try.
Oh,
That's the thing. Nice things to say. Usually the best thing I can say is it's like when the person assessing a performance has no notes, that
Yeah.
means that's the best you can possibly be doing. So when you can't think of what to say because you're enjoying it too much, that means is good.
I'll take that. So, and again, like the naming of the tracks is slightly different on this cut of the album because, like, the cut that I had, like, they mashed up the names as well. So rather than Big Pimpin' Paper Cut, it was Paranoid Pimpin'. But yeah, Big Pimpin' Paper Cut
I
is
think
where
I
we go
prefer
next.
this way round, to be fair. It's a bit clearer. It is a bit clearer because, like, for me, I don't really know. I'm not as familiar with Jay-Z as Linkin Park's music. So if I want to be like, what's the original Jay-Z version of this? It says
Yeah,
it. It
it
says
makes
it.
sense. I appreciate. But I also like the clever names on the version of the album I had. But I digress. Let's get into Big Pimpin' Paper Cut, Paranoid Pimpin' in 3 and 2 and 1. Press play.
You're wasting your talent, Randy.
Very different to the original.
Whirlwind inside of my head.
wondering
It's
how
like
this
I
would sound.
can't stop what I'm hearing within. It's like the face inside is right.
Come on.
Why does it look like night today? Something inside's not right today. Why am I so uptight today? Paranoia's all I got left. I don't know what stressed me first and how the pressure was fed, but I know just what it feels.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like the question about the Big Pimpin' side of it.
Mhm.
The chorus that was happening at the end
Yeah.
had very similar rhythm to the chorus of Paper Cut.
Mhm.
I'm familiar with how Paper Cut sounds originally, but did they change the rhythm of Big Pimpin' or was it already like that?
Rhythm's the same, tempos change slightly.
Okay, so that was those songs are kind of like rhythmically like made to be crossed over then.
Yeah.
It's a lot more flute than I expected. There's only like
Yeah, that
one
came from
other-
Jay-Z.
That really reminds me of White Flag. I think it's White Flag by Gorillaz.
Mhm.
They have like a similar sound going on with flute.
Mhm.
But yeah, nothing more to say really, other than that was pretty cool.
Nice.
And it was a big leap from what I expected to hear, especially after the first track as well.
Oh, this is an interesting journey for me because we're getting slightly different, longer and shorter versions of the tracks that I'm used to. But
Looking at the, do you want to look at the time codes quick and just like compare them to that
Let's have a look.
Wikipedia page you got
3,
open?
2, 3. All right, let's have a look. Does it tell us time codes? Track listing.
It usually does.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh no, it does here. Yeah, apparently that version is that short, but the version I have is longer. So 331, 325, 245, 256. Yeah, that lines up.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Good.
Okay.
We'll keep going. It was
Well,
just
maybe
this one.
maybe it's just those two.
Unless it cuts, maybe it goes over the. Maybe we're going to hear the end of that last one at the start of this one.
We'll see.
not.
This is Faint Gigawatt. This is our third track and our halfway point already. This is such a smooth journey. Let's get into Faint Gigawatt on the count of 3 when you're ready.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Chicka what? Chicka who? Chicka what? Chicka who? Chicka what? You gonna lead the vocal in, right? Cheer. Motherfuckers wanna act loco. Hit them up, numerous shots with a fofo. Facts wanna turn them po-po, smoke them like cocoa. Fuck rap, coke by the boatload. Fuck that, on the run by gun high when I close. That pole do some got closed. Stop your bullshit, Glock with the full clip. Motherfuckers better duck when the full spit. One shot can make a nigga do a full flip. Seen a nigga ling a shot when the full hit. Hey, my how you? No niggas wanna buy you. You see me, I wanna fuck for free. Like I got belly. Chickens ride, make you feel it inside your belly. If it's tight, get the KY jelly. All night, get you wide up beside your telly. Side to side, you can say, JC, you're too much for me. I am
A little bit of lonely loneliness, a little bit of disregard, handful of complaints, but I can't help the fact that everyone can see these scars. I am what I want you to want, what I want you to feel, and it's like no matter what I do, I can't convince you to just believe this is real. So I let go, watching you turn your back like you always do, face away and pretend that I'm not. I'll be here 'cause you're all that I got.
Here we go. It's gonna kick off. It's about to kick off.
But condoms into the same place with the rhymes are in it. So all I do is rap sex. Imagine how I stroke. See how it's blowing on my last set. Come on in.
I am a little bit insecure, a little unconfident, 'cause you don't understand. I do what I can, but sometimes it don't make sense. I am what you never wanna say, but I've never had a doubt. It's like no matter what I do, I can't convince you for once just to hear me out. So I let go, watching you turn your back like you always do, face away and pretend that I'm not. I'll be here 'cause you're all that I got.
Yes.
All right,
That's the best
we've
one
hit
so
Consistency
far.
City. That actually matches up the version that I have.
That was my favorite one so far.
Whilst this advert plays in the background, have you got anything else in mind? Peace of mind?
I liked how they did the tempo change at the beginning as well. Starting it a bit slower at the start. I wasn't really listening to the lyrics I hadn't heard before. Just I was listening more to the way that the production built up and stuff, and the use of the strings was pretty brilliant.
Oh, it's
I would
fantastic.
say
Yeah.
that's my favorite
So
part. I'd give that a 20.
A 20. Dig
on a
it.
scale of flirt to surfing.
Flirt to the surf and turf. What I dig about this track is like where you go backwards and forwards between Jay-Z and Mike Shinoda, and you've still got Jay-Z hyping up Mike in his verses. You go from Jay-Z delivering in the style more of Jay-Z in his first verse, but when he comes back the second time, he matches Shinoda's flow.
Yeah,
And they're both
I was
on that.
thinking which one.
So
I thought it was that
Jay-Z
way around, yeah.
switched his style on his lyrics to complement the track better, and like that shows a massive level of respect between artists, because he could have just gone, nah, my bars go ba-dur, I'm Jay-Z, motherfucker. But nah, he like just took it, switched it up, and it just marries so well.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah,
Because I did notice as well, though, I'm pretty certain the tempo that the second half of the track is in, I think, is the tempo of the original Linkin Park version,
Yeah,
which
same.
would mean
Yeah.
that Mike Shinoda also did that
Yeah.
at the start of the song.
Yeah.
So he because I noticed there was something different about how he was doing it at the beginning, because it's slower. So yeah.
So yeah, they've complemented each other and like made adjustments for each other, and it's like a genuine partnership. And this is where this album stands out compared to the other bookend when we get to the end of the month, where it's someone's taken
Like a
the
third
audio
party
samples.
has gone
Yeah.
in.
But this is like these guys like and respect each other and go, let's collaborate and remake something and come out with something awesome. Our fourth track is the one that got released as a single and did the rounds on the radio and stuff, and it's the Numb Encore. Probably my favorite track on the album. let's get into Numb Encore in 4 and 2 and 1. Press play.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're far too kind.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah, this was the
Can I
only
get
one
an
I was familiar
encore?
with.
Do you want more?
Yeah.
Cook and roll with the Brooklyn boys. So for one last time, I need y'all to roll.
Yeah.
Now what the hell are you waiting for? After me, there should be no more. So for one last time, nigga, make some noise.
Get him, Jay.
Who you know fresher than Ho? Riddle me that. The rest of y'all know where I'm lyrically at. Can't none of y'all mirror me back. Yeah, hear me rap, it's like hearing G rapping his prime. I'm young H.O., raps Grateful Dead. Back to take over the globe, now break bread. I'm in Boeing Jets, Global Express. Out the country, but the blueberries still connect. On the low, but the yacht got a triple deck. But when you young, what the fuck you expect? Yep. Grand opening, grand closing. Goddamn your manhole, crack the can open again. Who you gonna find open a him with no pen? Just draw inspiration. Who you gonna see you can't replace him with cheap imitations from these generations? Hardcore, do you want more? Cook and roll with the Brooklyn boys. So for one last time, I need y'all to roll.
Yeah.
Now what the hell are you waiting for? After me, there should be no more. So for one last time, nigga, make some noise. What the hell are you waiting for? Look what you made me do, look what I made for you. Knew if I paid my dues, how will they pay you? And I need you to remember one thing. I came, I saw, I conquered. From record sales, sold out concerts. So motherfucker, if you want this encore, I need you to scream till your lungs get sore. Come on.
Tired of being what you want me to be. Feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. Don't know what you're expecting of me, but under the pressure of walking in your shoes. Every step that I take is another mistake to you. And every second I waste is more than I can take. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. I've become so numb.
Can I get an encore? Do you want more?
Yes.
I've become so numb.
So for one last time, I need y'all to roll. One last time, I need y'all to roll.
Ooh, little round of applause
clippy
for the
clap.
Numb Encores.
I suppose so, yeah. I mean, they now have to do it again.
Well, apparently it's fun. But yeah,
This
Numb
is
Encore.
fun. This is fun.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, I mean, not much to say about that one really. I mean, heard it all before.
Mhm.
Still come back for more. But one thing I noticed I didn't notice before is how they've kind of turned the chord progression of
Mhm.
in the end. No, sorry, numb
Yeah.
into a bit of a kind of a loop. I don't know if that's if they made it to adjust to the chords of the Jay-Z song, but they've done a little rhythmic thing that
Mhm.
with like pads or synths or keys or
Mhm.
something that I don't quite remember being in the original.
Yeah.
And that's quite interesting. I was listening to that most of the song, that part.
Yeah, man. It's like yeah, I get you. It's kind of slightly more hip hopifying it to kind of fit the Jay-Z style, and like you've got very Jay-Z heavy for the choruses and then Chester for the verses. So
And
again,
he
it's just
recorded
like,
the hook from Encore as well.
Yeah.
Because when I first heard it, I was like, "What's he singing about? That's not from the Linkin Park
No.
song I know.
no,
Who
it's-
is Jay-Z guy? I think he's
Encore-
gonna go far."
Encore was on the Black Album. And
Okay.
Black Album was the album that Jay-Z released when he retired the first time. And he retired the first time in like 2002, 2003. Then came out of retirement to do one track and produce Lupe Fiasco's album. Then a year later, it was like, let's do this. And then
I like money.
I like money, but bag of money, yes. Yeah, Ric Flair's retired less times than Jay-Z, but I ain't mad at it. In the end, he still
Ric
hates
Flair's
to the
got
Izzo.
way more than 99 problems too.
Yeah, but that's later. We're getting ahead of ourselves. We're now Izzo in the end.
Are you telling me that the 99 problems joke has to wait till the end?
Yes.
Damn it. I tried so hard.
Because in the end is what we're doing now, despite the fact that it's not the end, because H to the Izzo, E to the Izzy. Anywho, count us in from 3 when you're ready.
1 O to the Nezzo, T to the Wizzo, T to the Horizo, and
Go.
This is fun.
Jizzle.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for
Yeah.
Astounding.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 8th wonder of the world, the flow of the century, always timeless. Oh, thank you for coming out tonight. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. We appreciate that.
H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. For shizzle, my nizzle used to dribble down in VA. Was hurting them in the home of the turbans. Got it dirt cheap for them. Plus, if they were short with cheese, I would work with them. Bored and weed, got rid of that dirt for them. Wasn't born hustlers, I was birthing them. H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. For sheezy, my kneesy, keep my arms so breezy. So poof, Bamboo, son of a bitch. H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. For shizzle, my nizzle used to dribble down in VA. H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. That's the anthem, get your damn hands up. H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. Not guilty, y'all got to feel me. H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy.
Yo, it starts with one thing. I don't know why, it doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind, I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock ticks life away and it's so unreal. I didn't look out below, I watched the time go right out the window, trying to hold on and didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard.
H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. LP, JC, help me out. Oh, they having a good old time out there.
It starts with
H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. LP, JC, help me out. Oh, they having a good old time out there.
it starts with
H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. LP, JC, help me out.
it starts with
H to the Izzo, V to the
Okay. I'd say I'd probably say it was my least favorite one.
Interesting.
Still enjoyable,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. I think there's something about the tone of the lyrics of In the End that don't quite match the Michael Jackson ABC beat going underneath it, especially at the point when a Looney Tunes style whistle slide appears to, or some. There was a. I was like, this doesn't. The defeat, like the lyrics are about like kind of like defeatism and stuff. And it's like how everything is futile, and his just not. Apparently, it's not futile for Jay-Z. He's got 99 problems, and in the end, it all matters. It all matters to Jay-Z. It's just like, I tried so. H to the Izzo. Boop, boop, doo. It's like, why? You were doing so well, Jay-Z. Put another one of. I wish they'd done one of that New York one that he did. What was that?
Oh, the Alicia Keys track.
Yeah,
Empire State of Mind.
Yeah, maybe it would have worked better with a track, one of his more serious. I don't know enough Jay-Z tracks to know what his more serious beat. Maybe this is the most serious beat he has. Maybe all of his tracks are like this, but they're not. Yeah, so I mean, I didn't hate it, but you got to. I felt like the last few songs I was gushing too much praise anyway, so. It's balanced.
Brought balance to the situation.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Yeah.
Unless T'Challa convinces you otherwise.
Yes.
But that's a different story for another
Wait,
time.
isn't that Thanos? With the
That's,
perfect...
I was quoting What If.
Yeah, yes.
Anyway,
Um,
what if Linkin Park and Jay-Z joined forces?
they'd end up on a collision course.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. What's the name of the album coming from? Because I'm trying to remember the names of the Linkin Park albums. I can think of Meteora, and there was another one which I don't think was called Collision.
No, it was Hybrid Theory.
That's it. Yeah.
I suppose
So,
it's
is it
because
just-
these two icons have collided.
Okay. I thought maybe it was some kind of a clever mashup of names as well.
No, but that would be cool. Let's see if we can round our journey off on a high note with 99 points of authority.
Oh, is he going to list all 99 of them?
Maybe.
Do not put your shoes up on the table.
Rule of acquisition
Point
number
of
one.
authority number one. I got 98 of these to go. You better strap in because it's going to be the most intense 4 minutes and 56 seconds of your life.
Wow. With that said, count us in for the final time when you're ready, Dave.
1. Nothing's wrong with me. 2. Nothing's wrong with me. 3.
Nothing's wrong with me. Play! Let the bodies hit the floor. No, that's another week.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for your son. I got 99
Problems, but a bitch ain't one.
Hit me. Rap patrol on a gap patrol. Foes who wanna make sure his casket's closed. Rap critics who say his money cash holes. He's from the hood, stupid. What type of facts are those?
It's the Jay-Z dance. The official Jay-Z.
Wait. So we appreciate the fact that Mike Shinoda's actually dropping Jay-Z's part.
That's fine. I'm dropping the sick dance.
We don't give a shit, so
They will once you see this dance.
you would understand the intelligence that Jay-Z has. Like the richest homies, we ain't done. It's the motherfucking law.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to think. Wait, there's one of the bars in this bit coming up where he's talking about the speed he was going.
Son, do you know what I'm stopping you for? You was doing 55 and a 54. As you rush and you step out of the car, are you carrying a weapon on you? I know a lot of you are.
Do you mind if I look around the car
A little bit. Sharp as attack. Or something, somebody important or something. We'll see how smart you are when the canine comes.
Problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. He ain't trying to give a nigga shaft again.
The bell for the math again.
Because this fool was harassing him. Trying to play the boy like he's saccharine. But ain't nothing sweet, but I'll hold my gun. I got 99 problems, and a bitch ain't one. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me.
version I have of that track's different as well. Back to Divergent to the end, full circles.
That was good. I like that one. It did. I know what you're saying about the lyrics and stuff at the start, but then about halfway through, it probably sounded the most like someone had just mashed two songs together.
Yeah, and the version of that track that I have is quite different and is a bit shorter and it transitions smoother. So I'm wondering if I have a slightly later release of the album and they went, this didn't quite work and that didn't quite work and that didn't quite work. Let's tidy it up.
Well, I thought perhaps I maybe wonder which was the first track they did as well, like because that sounded like it could have been the one that Linkin Park had done like themselves with like the rapper like doing the Jay-Z part, and then they just like happened to show it to Jay-Z one time and he was like, oh shit, we should do this.
Well, it's not entirely uncommon for people to do covers of artists they respect songs at their gigs.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when I went to see Kanye West live before he lost his mind, he did this awesome hip-hop remix of Bittersweet Symphony.
Yeah.
And it was incredible.
Like Foo Fighters did Never Gonna Give You Up with Rick Astley.
Something that popped up just last week on Musical Mondays. Guns N' Roses played the Godfather theme and then ended up popping it on their album. So yeah, it's entirely possible that maybe they did that one first and Jay-Z caught wind of it and went, yeah, let's do a thing.
I mean, Alien Ant Farm, that's their whole career is based around that.
Sure.
Michael Jackson.
I mean, that one track.
Yeah. That is their whole career.
No, it's not. They did movies and they did
One-Hit Wonder.
And
that's a one-hit wonder of the week.
Alien Ant Farm, one-hit wonder. Movies definitely made it into the charts as well.
Yeah, but they're a one-hit wonder because no one will be able to tell you a name of a song other than that by Alien Ant Farm.
But that's not what makes. Never
that's
mind.
What
we
makes
digress.
A one-hit wonder.
But no,
a band that's only known for one hit.
Yeah, but like statistically as well as hearsay.
Yeah, statistically it would be the same. Like none of Alien Ant Farm's tracks would reach the Michael Jackson cover.
No, but another track of theirs charted, so they're not a one-hit wonder. We're getting off topic. Back to the collision course.
It could be in the charts without it being a hit as well. It's true. I don't know. Put in the comments if you agree. Alien Ant Farm are definitely a one-hit wonder, or if you're just wrong. Put it in. Put it down. You'll be good. Anyway.
Merriam-Webster, what's the definition? Oh, it doesn't matter. I don't care. Collision course, feelings, thoughts, ideas, comments.
Good. Pretty good. Liked it.
Yep.
Yeah, enjoyed it. You can definitely tell they enjoyed making it. And I like the fact that they went a little extra with the mashing up. That's the main thing. Just the fact that they re-recorded and redid some bits.
Yeah, man.
To I think probably mainly the vocals. I wonder whether how much they redid Chester's vocals, because I didn't hear, apart from Encore, I didn't hear much different.
He definitely re-recorded stuff in the Izzo in the end because he changes his delivery on the "It starts with love."
Oh yeah. It's like softer, isn't it? Yeah.
And he fits.
And maybe he's the one on the whistle slide.
Maybe he is. You don't know. But I appreciate that. Like they each changed their deliveries to complement the combined track that they were making. You at the beginning of the album, you get like Jay-Z covering Mike's hypes and Mike covering Jay-Z's hypes, and then by the end of the album, whether it was recorded first or not, it doesn't matter. You've got Mike Shinoda literally just doing the bars, Jay-Z's bars, and then going backwards and forth on the cop conversation. I dig it. I love it. Makes me happy in my soul, fuzzy in my tum-tum. On a scale of 1 to 5.
Let's go with a 4.2.
I can give you a 4.5. I don't think I've got a graphic for a 4.2.
You just you type 4 and then point and then 2.
Sure. Future me, do more work.
I want to give it 4.5 because that would mean it's like nigh on perfect. So I've got to give it a 2 because of that whistle slides. I've got to be fair. I've got to be firm and fair. So
Johnny, find me a quarter star somewhere.
It's getting the 0.2. 0.25. We'll make it easier then. We'll go for a quarter star. 4.253. That's as easy as I'll make it. 4.253 recurring.
It's not easy.
Yeah. If you can get a star that's recurring, that'd be great.
Okay.
4.5 if you have to. No, actually, it would round down to 4. I'll give it a 4.
4 is. 4. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the 4.
0.3.
Whatever graphic future me settled on, it's there somewhere. Final thoughts.
Oh shit, that was a really good thought I had. I don't think I should share it though. It was my last one. I think I might die.
Do it.
Nah, with regards to this, it's good. It's been a while since I've heard it. And yeah, I mean, I'd recommend it, but we've just listened to it. So
listen to it more. Play this episode again specifically. Up those views, like that smash bell, the share.
So yeah, I still feel bad for Mongo Jerry. But that's just a separate issue at this point.
At least your Valley hasn't been yodeled in today.
True. The closest they got was a slide whistle. So
there was a slide whistle that tried to slide beside you.
I don't think I'm starting to think it wasn't a slide whistle, but it was. Thinking back, my brain is making it a slide whistle, but there was definitely a sliding upwards. Whoop.
Like, share, and subscribe if you heard a slide whistle. There it is. Cool. We'll be back. In fact, we will be back Wednesday, trying to get up a mountain still.
Yeah, gotta spread your mother's ashes somehow.
Gotta spread my dead wife's
and then
ashes.
after that, we'll be playing God of War. I did a joke. I'm pretty happy with that.
Oh, you've done a ha-ha. Then I'll be back the next day for some Avenging, Thursday Night Thunder, and then more Musical Mondays. We might see if I can't third time lucky and get Yaz in on an episode that actually survives the YouTube minefield. Because so far I've recorded 2 episodes with Yaz, and they've both got blown up by the copyright phantoms of the opera. Dave's thumb's looking tired, so I'm going to say those are all stories for another day. So goodbye, Dave.
Goodbye.
Until then, I love you all, and there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it. But for right now, pie's out. So peace out and lights out.